Hey Jim, tell us how you really feel about today's wrestling. Today's wrestling, huh? Well, I feel today's wrestling has gotten completely complacent. The product has started to stink, and most wrestling fans find nothing good about it. They always bitch and moan and complain about today's wrestling, when deep down, they really hate themselves. They're nothing but glorified critics, and that's all wrestling fans have become, and today's product sucks. Vince McMahon has gotten complacent after the end of the Monday Night Wars. Vince Russo is trying to get a fucking job because that buggy whipped armed, scrawny, skinny motherfucker can't get a job back in the WWE because he killed the wrestling business. Well, kind of. I mean, he certainly accelerated the downfall of WCW, didn't he? And this logo behind me here, their current product is not as good as it should be. It should be as good as it should be putting out, because AEW is catching up. Obviously, NXT, as great as it is, the downfall is that AEW and NXT are now the new Monday Night War, with AEW topping NXT almost every single week. And they've got the Young Bucks and that flippy bullshit. Well, actually, I'm throwing a little bit of my thing when really that motherfucker over there should be the one ranting about how he feels instead of having me rant about how he fucking feels. Also, me and the real Jim Cornette have something in common. We both hate Vince Russo. We both think Dixie Carter's a twit. And we both hate Kevin Dunn and his Bucky Beaver fucking teeth. Sable's a fucking whore. But hey, all that is in the past. Today's wrestling is not as good as it should be. And with fans calling it fake every single week, all the time on social media, it breaks my fucking heart. It really does. I could take it from here. Today's wrestling is not as good as it should be, as good as it needs to be. And today's so-called wrestling fans always make the comparison to the Attitude Era. Today's wrestling will never measure up to the Attitude Era. It will never measure up to the 1980s. It will never measure up to the territories, because you don't give today's product a fucking chance. You need to give it a chance before you start saying that it will never be as good. It will never be as good. That is true. But by making that comparison, what you're doing is you're riding that nostalgia high and thinking that today's product should measure up. The Attitude Era was simply a product of its time, an ever-changing society. Jim, you wanna get me a chair? Thank you. Today's wrestling will never measure up, especially when you don't give it a chance. Seriously, watch Impact Wrestling. Watch AEW. Watch New Japan. Watch Ring of Honor. Watch MLW. They put out an amazing product each time. I get it. Today's product will never measure up to the Attitude Era. Today's product isn't meant to. Because today's product, just like the Attitude Era, was simply a product of a changing society. So please, enjoy today's wrestling. Don't overanalyze everything. Yes, WWE's product sucks. But that doesn't mean you should stop watching or critique them. By comparing the today's wrestling all over the scales. You know, by comparing Impact Wrestling and New Japan and AEW and all those other ones to the Attitude Era, you lessen the effect of the big moments that have happened in recent years and that will happen to come. So please, just enjoy all of wrestling. Now you could go online and say that, you know, if you didn't like certain things, then certain things aren't inevitably the downside. Like, I could say right now, the Lana Bobby Lashley thing, that was kind of bullshit. But it served a purpose. It got Lana over as a heel and Bobby Lashley over as a heel, considering they took Leo Rush from Lashley, because Leo Rush is a fucking asshole. We all know that. Yeah, and that fucking Vince Russo, and that fucking... Hey, Cornette, no. So, please, once again, just enjoy today's wrestling. And hey, if you don't like today's real-life product, this channel has always got some pretty weird stuff, especially wrestling related with video games. And we're trying to get back into the action figure game, because that's what this channel should have been about in the first place. I mean, wrestling seems to be the most common theme of this channel. But hey, if you like this video and you like all the other stuff I put out, hit that subscribe button and please ring that bell to be notified whenever I upload. Until next time, peace. Thank you, fuck you, bye!